everybody, it's April with All Things Beautiful. Thank you so much for returning this week to see what I have in store for you. I noticed with my Bondi Sands Sunless Self Tanner that the views were much greater than some of the makeup ones that I have done recently. So with that being said, I think that goes to show that there's a lot of people that are interested in sunless tanners right now. So I wanted to bring to you another one this week. This one is the L'Oreal Paris New Sublime Bronze Self Tanning Water Mousse. This is in the shade medium. This is coconut water and vitamin E. This is natural looking tan in 4 to 8 hours. That's the bummer with this one right off the bat, because it takes 4 to 8 hours for it to develop. It takes 4 to 8 hours to develop. I really don't know how this is going to apply. I don't know if it will have a color indicator or it will not. So we're going to see that firsthand today together. And this says invisible feel, transfer resistant. I'm hoping so, because I'm doing this very late at night, and as soon as it dries, I'm getting into bed on my white sheets. So we will see how this goes. But it says on the back, innovation. Sublime Bronze Self Tanning Water Mousse gives skin a natural looking tan with a sun-kissed glow and even finish. Ultra lightweight, transfer resistant formula disappears into skin for an invisible feel, plus quick drying tan. Formula enriched with coconut water and vitamin E hydrates for softer, smoother skin. Fresh coconut fragrance leaves skin smelling beachy. Results: healthy looking, long lasting tan that develops gradually. Skin feels smooth, soft, and streak free, even finish. Lightweight, quick drying formula. And their directions say, shake well, pump into hand, and smooth evenly over clean, exfoliated skin. I have cleaned my skin, just got out of the shower. I have exfoliated, but I am going to use my mitt. It is stained, but it is clean. I don't use my hands because, as we all know, if you've ever used a self tanner, it will cake onto your hands and your hands will look horrendous. So don't do that. Don't. Just get a mitt. Trust me, you will thank me later. It says allow 4 to 8 hours for the color to fully develop before showering. For a longer lasting tan, apply three times over 12 to 24 hours. That seems a lot to me. I don't know that I want to take time to be applying this 3 times in a 12 to 24 hour period. So we're going to apply this once. I'm going to do the same thing that I do with all the other self tanners I've ever used. 2 pumps on larger to cover areas. I'm going to use the brush because I found that it does work well for doing the feet, the ankles, the elbows, and the knees. So I'm going to do that, and we're going to hope that we have some tan in the morning when I wake up. It says wash your hands thoroughly after use. Let skin dry completely before putting on clothes. So it looks clear in the bottle, but the bottle is brown. And I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I'm very nervous to try this because I have work tomorrow and I haven't had a whole lot of luck in years past, I will say, with drugstore brand Sunless Self Tanners. Most of them do leave you streaky. Most of them do have an orange hue to them. So this came with almost 5-star rating out of like 600 or 700 reviews. So I'm hoping, with that being said, that there is some good in this and that I am going to be very wowed by the outcome of this. But I'm going to be honest, I'm just super nervous that I'm going to be orange going to work tomorrow. We will see. So I'm going to put the camera down. I'm going to do this real quick, fast, and in a hurry. If you want to see step by step, I guess, how I apply this, and you want to hear me say that, then you can go back and watch my Bondi Sands application ones or any of the other ones before that. I won't go into that this time, but I do use a mitt. Just quickly go in a circular motion, and then I'm going to hit up the knees, ankles, feet, and hands measurements with this brush because I found that that does work fairly well. And I will leave one leg bare, and I'm going to do one leg. That way we can see what the results look like in the morning. So, wish me luck. Here goes. Okay, so I just did my entire leg and it did not record. So I'm going to do my arms and chest area just so you can see that, but I'm not going to do the other leg, and we'll just compare those in the morning and just hope for the best. Because look, what I did realize in trying this is that it doesn't have a color. Like, there's no color indicator, so that scares me to death because I really do use that. I like it. You can see where you've already been. You can see where you may have overlapped and didn't blend very well. So, I don't know. I don't like that. It does have a pretty good smell. I mean, it doesn't stink to me, but Lord help us for this. I pray this is not orange. I pray this is not. So anyway, I'm just going to show you how this comes out basically and do my arms and my chest area, but you're not going to be able to see anything today, fortunately. Anyway, here goes. Yes, it is white foam. So I'm going to apply. Let me turn this down just a little bit. Never mind my husband's mess back there. And I did just use one pump there, but on my legs I did 2 pumps. Actually on the fronts of my lower legs and 2 pumps on the back because it took that much. But I'm just gonna do 1 pump of this. Okay. So, no difference. It will slowly develop, it says. Pray that it does, and that it's even. that is it. So I smell okay. I am kind of tacky just a little bit, but I can't see where I put anything on. I don't know. So I do not like that about this product. I do not like that it takes 4 to 8 hours to develop, because who's got time for that? We will see if it is transfer resistant by the time I get up in the morning, and we'll see how this looks. L'Oreal, I mean, come on, they've come out with some really good products, but fingers crossed. Prayers going up. See y'all in the morning. Good morning. So just really quick, because I don't have much time, I'm going to give you the pros and cons to this Sunless Self Tanner that I use by L'Oreal. First of all, when I woke up the next morning, I could tell that I had put some Sunless Self Tanner on. However, it was not very dark. I did see why they recommended you do it 2 or 3 more times within a 12 to 24 hour period, but nobody's got time for that. Anyway, it was enough that it just, I mean, it's kind of difficult to see now, but it gave me a little bit of color, not too much. I did not like the fact that it took 4 to 8 hours to develop. I did not like the fact that it has no color indicator, so you cannot see where you've applied it. You don't know where you need to maybe blend it in a little bit better. So with that being said, there was some places that did not get as dark or as blended as I would have liked. Now, I didn't have any crazy streaks or anything like that, but mostly around my ankles, where, you know, I used the mitt on my legs and I used a brush on my ankles and my feet, just where they needed to be blended just a little bit better or a little bit more added. I couldn't see that to tell. So I was able to tell that the next day. I didn't look crazy orange, but with one application and the faint color that it did leave me, I could see it possibly leaving you looking a little orange if you apply too much, or 3 coats possibly. I will post a picture of my elbow, for example, where I did apply with the brush on my elbow, but it was a lot of product and it was much darker, and it did kind of have that orange fainted tint to it. This is something, I think, a product that's very doable if you're willing to take much more time and work with it. I don't have that kind of time. I don't want to sit around and apply this, you know, 3 times a day. I just don't. And then still have to sit for 4 to 8 hours and wait for the color to develop to see if it's even dark enough. I don't like that at all. It's somewhere around the $12 mark. So for that price, I think it's a pretty good product in regards to color and price. It did not transfer onto my white sheets. I will also post a picture of that. It'll be kind of difficult to tell because I am trying to take the picture in this kind of half, I don't even know what's going on outside. It's kind of cloudy, but it's also just breaking day as well. So I did try to take the picture with my flash on so you could see my sheets. It did not transfer, but I was sticky all night. It made me sticky. Like, ugh. The smell was okay. So we've got good smell or tolerable smell. We have pretty decent color. It wasn't horrible. Was not streak. It did not streak much at all. And what did show up as a lack of color or too much color in one area, I think it's all because it just doesn't have the color indicator. And so I just couldn't see where I had applied it, basically. And then another downfall is the 4 to 8 hours to develop. So, and applying it 3 times a day. So I don't know. If I had to rate this a 1 out of 10, I think I would give it probably somewhere along the 5 or 6 mark. And that's pretty good for a drugstore brand Sunless Self Tanner, because most of them are horrible. they are. And I just compare this, I just came off of a Bondi sand, so I don't know if that's real fair to compare those two back to back like that, but I did want to give you something that was a cheaper alternative. So there you have it. Go try it for yourself. If you don't like it, you can return it to the store. I hope that this helps you. I hope this is a product that works well for you if you decide to use it. Until next week, thank you guys for watching. Bye.